Do you know who I am? I'm Karen Stacy. I have my own talk show, and guess what? We're doing another event. So if you missed the last one, you better get to this one. June 5th, 7 p.m., Sir John's in North White Plains, where the old school people know how to party. $50 for dinner, DJ, giveaways, raffles, great fun, great music. Bring your dancing shoes and let's do this, baby. Get your tickets now. Do you know who I am? I'm Karen Stacy. I have my own talk show. You can come to my talk show anytime. We have Coffee Talk with Karen every weekday at 11 a.m. And we have Real Talk with Karen Stacy every Tuesday at 8 p.m. It's not your mama's talk show. Make sure you tune in. Make sure you follow, make sure you subscribe, and let's have some fun, baby. You can find us on all social media platforms: Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, Periscope, and on MiamiMikeRadio.com. Testing, is this mic working? You better believe it is. I'll see you guys soon. Good morning, everybody. How are you? Good morning, good morning, good morning. What's today? Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. It is 2/4 Tuesday today. Another beautiful day in the neighborhood. Sorry, trying to get this lighting correct for you guys, but it doesn't work very well. Oh, what happened here? I got hair. It is 2 for Tuesday. So we have Coffee Talk with Karen this morning, and then we have Real Talk with Karen Stacy. That's not the same person. No, I'm only kidding. And we are Real Talk is at 8 p.m. Tuesday nights, and tonight we have Nick Christophers on. He was a guest once before. He is an author, and they are turning his book into a movie. So he wanted to come on and chat with us about it. So that should be fun. Thank you guys for joining me this morning, or shall I say joining us. For those of you that have not been on before, do me a favor, and even if you have been on, you hear me say this like 6,000 times, but I know a lot of you haven't done it yet. Go on you see the logo you see right in front of you on the screen there. That is for the Karen Stacy page. Okay, hit that thumbs up notification, please. Turn your notifications on, so every time I go live, you are aware. Then the other that we have here is the Real Talk Coffee Talk group. So make sure you join the group, and please be sure to invite your friends. There's an invite button there, so you are able to invite your friends. Let me see if I can show you really quick, because I tried to do this yesterday just to show you guys. Okay, oops, hold on a second. So this is what the group looks like. And you see there's an invite button right there. You can hit that invite button and you can join all of your friends. So that's the group. And then we got the page. So this is what the page looks like. And there's even a button there so you can visit the group directly from there. So this is what you are looking for. You want to hit, there's a thumbs up button, which obviously I can't hit because I already like myself. And you hit that thumbs up button and turn your notifications on, okay? Just in case you guys are, you know, under a rock someplace and don't know what the deal is. All right, let me say good morning to everybody. Happy Tuesday. I see Monica. I'm happy to see you, Monica. We've missed you. Hope all is well with you. Good morning, Alyssa. How are you? Good morning, Carmela. Good morning. I'm back to my daily. I'm not sure who that is. All I see is Facebook user, but thank you for joining us. Good morning, Russell. How are you? Yes, Taco Tuesday, indeed. Although I ain't making tacos, but good morning, Rosie. How are you? Hi, Sylvia. How are you? Is that Angel Martinez? I don't know if I'm saying that correctly or if you pronounce that Angel, but good morning. Tony. Good morning, Tony. How are you? Hi, Skycap. How are you? Let me see who else is here. Okay, that's it. So yeah, the numbers are not where they should be at this point. So I don't know where everybody is. Good morning, Rita. Rita, are you finally back home or are you still away? Look like you had one amazing vacation. And of course, you know, congratulations again, since you are getting married, or maybe you're not getting married and you're just like sporting the fancy ring, which, you know, I'm all for also. Let me take a sip. Everyone headed to Karen Stacy house for tacos tonight. Yeah, no, I'm not making tacos. I'm definitely not making tacos. I actually have chicken that I took out that I guess I have to make. I have just not been in the mood. Okay, you're home. I haven't been in the mood for much of anything, actually. So I like, as far as cooking, I've been kind of like, I don't know. Although I have been cooking, I guess, chicken tacos then. Yeah, no. I might actually I have like a chicken leg thing. So I might actually throw that on the grill, since it's really beautiful outside. And, you know, there's nothing like being in front of a hot flame when it's 7,000 degrees outside. It's a whole other story. But yeah, it feels really, really nice that the weather has, you know, like we're having summer right now, which again is a little bit crazy because, you know, I'm good with spring. You know, we went from like freezing to, you know, like sweating. But, you know, it is what it is. We'll take what we can get. At least the sun is out. That makes me feel good. I still haven't done my weed whacking yet, which I got to do, but I will. Yeah, no chicken tacos. I don't really care for chicken tacos. I mean, I guess if you slow cook the chicken and you shredded it and then put it on the tacos, I guess that would be good. But I don't know. I'm a beef taco type of gal. I mean, if I go someplace and they specialize and make tacos, I'll try different kinds. There's a place somewhere out in Long Island I went to a while back, and they made like all different types of tacos, and those were really, really good. But when I do it at home, you know, I'm always trying to like, you know, cut the carbs and all of that. So I kind of do it half-assed. Your baby girl comes home today. Awesome. Gina, good morning, honey. How are you? Good morning. So is there anything that you guys would like to talk about this morning? I know, who did we have on the other day that had a topic, but I had already chosen the topic and we couldn't talk. It was a new person. I forgot. I think it was a guy, but I don't remember who it was. I feel like I haven't seen him on. I can't remember his name. I don't know. I hate that. I can't think. Check me out. I got some iced coffee in here. This was when I was learning, so I had to keep this cup because it's not, the vinyl isn't down perfectly. You don't sound too good today. Okay. What am I doing right now? Okay, I'm just looking at the comments. Okay, so I'm gonna ask you guys again, is there a topic that you guys would like to discuss? Yes, no, maybe so. Thank you guys. I appreciate you tagging people in. Not sure where everybody is. This show isn't quite the same when I don't have the participation coming from you guys. So for those of you that are tagging your friends in, I greatly appreciate that. But I can't do this without you guys. So give me something. Either that or I'll finish my coffee and we'll call it a day. Let me see. I'm trying to see here what did I copy and paste that for? Hi Gia, how are you? Thank you for tuning in. If you are listening, do me a favor, please, and say something. Say hello. Say how are you? Let me see. All right. Good morning, Cheryl. Cooking with Karen topic. Just throwing that out there. You know, Russell, a lot of us on here, we all love food. So we definitely talked about that before. I think the comment was about the stock market and Bitcoin. Not too sure. What are we talking about here? Okay, I'm not sure. You guys are, I guess, having another conversation. I don't know. Let me see here if there's anybody else on here. We can talk about food. I mean, I always love talking about food. I got no problem with that. Let me see who else is here. I wish I could be more interactive at times. I let your show play as I work away. Oh, thank you, Angela. Much appreciated, sweetie. Stacy, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Yes, it is 2 Tuesday today. Oh, thank you, Cheryl. How are you? Let me see. Who else is talking to me? Russell, you're in Florida. Okay. Do you make any New Year's resolutions and are you keeping them up? Monica, that's an interesting question, considering that New Year's was a long time ago. But yeah, I really, that's a good question, Monica. And you know what? You answer first, because I can, if I had to take a bet as to how many people stick to a New Year's resolution, I'm going to say, I don't know, 8%. I don't know. You tell me. But I believe that New Year's resolutions are just like excuses that play out. Because there's, you know, most people have to, you have to change your life in order to implement change. And most people do not change their life. Gina said, I love cooking. It's an outlet for me. My favorite is Middle Eastern food. So over cooking Italian. Hummus, baba ganache, and grape leaves. Oh, that's awesome. Let me tell you something. My neighbor up the block, they're, I think, Pakistani or whatever. And he brought me, he had the naan bread and like they were they naan? No, it was pita. I'm sorry, excuse me. It was pita. And he got it from like an Indian place or whatever. And it was delicious. It was really fresh. My son loved it. And we ended up making like little pizzas out of it. Like, you know, because it's thin like that, right? And now I guess he bought them and it was Ramadan, so nobody could eat. So then he brought us, he said, oh, I love the hummus from that place. And so he brought us a hummus. So he lives probably 10 houses up from me. When I tell you that I probably think my son ate half of it before he even got to his, house, I wouldn't be lying. I mean, it's insane. I was like, holy crap, it was so good. And then he brought me another one, and me and my son gobbled that down. There was a little bit left, and my father had come over. I said, Daddy, you got to try this hummus. It's the best you've ever had. It was so good. I don't know how they make it. I know when I make my hummus, I don't put tahini in it. And I think that's what makes it a little more creamy. I don't know. But I got to tell you, the consistency, the texture, and then they put like stuff on top of it. Oh my God. I can't even begin to tell you how good that was. I mean, really delicious. I love different flavors of food. I get like, especially since we've been home now for like a year and a half, I am so bored with food, because how many times can you eat chicken, 6 different ways? You know what I mean? How many times can you eat beef? Like, 6 different ways. How many times, can you eat? I mean, it's like there's chicken, there's wings, there's sausage, there's ground, meat, then there's chicken cutlets, then there's fish. I mean, I don't know. I'm just bored. Like, really? Like, how much of this crap are we going to eat? Like, I'm just like, okay, whatever. So it's hard. And then I think a lot of people talking about sticking to New Year's resolutions, right, Monica? I'm seeing so many people now, back in the world, and people look real different after COVID. A lot of people. I see a lot of guys that I know, they all got bellies now. I'm like, wow, okay. I saw, another friend, and they put on a lot of weight. I was like, okay. And, and they said to me, well, you look good. What did you do? And I'm like, well, thank you. I said, but like I say it on my show all the time, like eventually, this pandemic is going to be over and we're going to have to get back into life again. And now if you're getting back into life and you got 20 pounds or better on you, that's tricky. And now it's hot out in most places, unless I think you're in Australia. Where is Tanya from Australia? She hasn't been on either. I hope all is well with her. A lot of people are missing. But I think that what happened? Did everybody just get bored, so they just stayed home and ate? It did the opposite for me. It bored me of food. I mean, don't get me wrong, especially in the winter. I like to cook. I like to bake. I like to do stuff like that. So, in the winter time, you want to kind of fill your home with love, right? And for me, for all of us, right, it's bad. But I think that is, filling our house with love means like the house smells good, right? So, I love, and then we did like a thing, like my son would, do the, like we would make pizzas, right? So I would do the dough from scratch. My son would roll it out, so it was like a thing, like it gave us, 8 minutes of something to do. So that was, I enjoyed doing that. And then of course I didn't mind eating it because we would make the crust really thin so it wouldn't kill me. Like you will rarely ever see me eat like a regular slice of pizza, but like that I will eat it. We still didn't get the crust perfect, but it is what it is. But I think that, I think the New Year's resolution and the eating thing, like what we did to ourselves over this year and a half, kind of go hand in hand, because a lot of people maybe thought about a resolution, but and again, I don't feel people implement resolutions. I think that people have the right idea and intention, but I do not think that they execute them. That's my personal opinion. So thank you guys so much for tuning in to Coffee Talk with Karen. We are live on MiamiMikeRadio.com. We are live on the Karen Stacy page. We are live on the Real Talk Coffee Talk group. We are live on YouTube, and we are live on Twitch. I ask you guys to do me a favor and please share out the video. I can't do this without your support. Let me see what else you guys are saying here. Didn't make a resolution this year. Gina, I guess you were smart, right? No, I don't make any. Too easy to break. Yeah, so you know what? I don't make New Year's resolutions either. I make new resolutions. Well, let me say I try to make new resolutions like every day. I try to tell myself that, tomorrow is another day. And each day when we wake up in the morning, we have the opportunity to do better today than we did yesterday. Some days it's more challenging than others. Some days you carry whatever affected you yesterday into today, or whatever the case may be. So it is definitely a challenge, but I look at each day as New Year's Eve, because we have an opportunity each and every day to be a better person than we were yesterday. So if let's just say for argument's sake, you're on a diet, which I think is a mistake, but that's another story. Let's say you're on a diet and yesterday you really ate more than you should have. That was yesterday. Today, eat what you should. We can all have a day. You can have a cheat day. We can all have bad days. Some of us, can be very positive. Some of us can think a certain way. And guess what? We're human. And there are days that you can practice all the things you preach and it don't make a difference, because we're human. And if it was just our souls that we were dealing with, there would be no pain. There would be no sadness. But unfortunately, there is the human part of us, the vessel that carries us, that carries the ego, which is the biggest harmful thing you can ever have, right? So I look at each day as New Year's Eve. Of course, New Year's Eve is just fun because you can wear shiny, sparkly things and celebrate. But I think we should celebrate each and every day, even though it's challenging. If you have the mindset to just try to tell yourself every day that you will get to the next step, maybe you can. I don't make any because I'm not going to keep them, Rosie said. See, I love the answers you guys are giving me, because that's very true. Alyssa, I appreciate that so much. Thank you. We'll keep you rolling, babes. Driving to doctor's appointments. Foodies Unite can talk about food 24/7. Thank you, my love. Thank you, Stacy. Thanks for listening at work, Alyssa. You love Nam? Yeah, Angela, it's good stuff. Where am I here? Hold on a second. The comments just went. So hold on. Okay, well, thank you. You guys are actually commenting here. Hey, Michelle, good morning, sweetheart. How are you? Gina, best Middle Eastern bakery I go to in Bay Ridge. I make all my hummus and other things. I have my grandmother's cookbook. Oh, can you send me a recipe, Gina? Oh, tahini is the key. Okay. Michael, good morning. Michael was cooking. I saw, Michael, you were making some kind of a Greek dessert or something yesterday. Giselle was videoing you. What it looked like Zeppelis, but in a Greek thing. It was like Zeppelis and the strufala combined, because I think it had honey and stuff on it, right? I love all that kind of stuff, not the baklava, what's the one, the one with the honey and the nuts and everything, with the phyllo dough. Oh my God, that's so good. Now you're making me want that. My mouth is watering. Russell, my mom says during the pandemic and early stages of the lockdown, she said she never cooked so much. It's very true. Not only did people never cook so much, but people never spent so much time together. People never spent so much time together. A lot of parents didn't even know their children because someone else was raising them, because they were going to school, they were going to, programs, they were going to wherever. So I think that the pandemic has changed us, I hope, for the good. And there are a lot of people that never even cooked. My son, I ask him all the time, a lot of kids do not have home cooked meals. They're eating macaroni and cheese, they're eating pizza, they're eating chicken nuggets. And look, I don't judge nobody, whatever works for you. But if people are home cooking, they're not eating, look, when you get stuff in a restaurant, when you buy stuff from out, the quality is not going to be what it's going to be at home. The only way to make something taste good is to put salt and sugar in it. And salt and sugar are the two things that a lot of people need to watch, right? So, when you get stuff from outside, there's going to be probably a lot of oil or fat, because again, fat, sugar, and salt is what makes everything taste good. So I think that if you're eating stuff you cooked yourself, you know what's in it. When you're eating stuff from a restaurant, or certainly from a fast food restaurant, forget about that. But if you're getting stuff, from a restaurant, depending on the restaurant, you can always ask for things prepared a certain way, but it's always better to eat your own food because you know what's in it. But that's just my thoughts. Good morning, Rita P. How are you? Bag of ganush is like hummus, but with roasted eggplant. Oh my God, you're killing me here. My stomach's going to growl right now. The COVID weight. Is that what they call it, Sylvia? Yes. Well, yes, Belly, now gym time last couple of months. You see? I'm telling you, I saw a couple of people, recently, because now that everybody's, coming out of hiding, so to speak, it is really very interesting to see the size of people at this point. And not only the size, but the shape, because that's more important, right? Belly fat is dangerous. So whether or not you gain 10 pounds or not is not as relevant as where the 10 pounds gained. If it's on your stomach, that's dangerous, right? Now I can recognize people without their masks on. Well, you know what? It's funny, Angela, that you say that, because it's true. Like, people look different and then they have masks on and you don't know who the hell is who. Of course, all I have to do is open up my mouth and everybody hears me. I am eating peanut butter chocolate ice cream at my desk. All right. Well, good for you, Alyssa. Okay, let me see. Skycap, 2,000 people on Facebook, 1 person on Twitch. Balance is something I never understand. Yeah, I don't know what happened to all the people on Twitch that used to follow me. I don't know if it's different now because I'm doing it through this, through StreamYard, that they don't get a notification. It doesn't show up. I have no idea. Good morning, Bruno. How are you? Rita P, I kept buying things thinking it would become unavailable. I went walking at Glen Island yesterday and felt so good afterwards. Today I'm feeling the pain. Yeah, well, I'm glad you got out of the house. My resolution was to keep enjoying my life to the fullest. There you go, Tony. Rita M, I never make a resolution, as it is unreasonable to expect yourself to change overnight. It takes time and patience. Very well said, my love. Very well said. Hold on. Okay, I'm back here. There we go. Alyssa, I don't make New Year's resolutions since I never stick with them. See, I love your honesty, guys. At least you're saying, like, I won't do it. Love toasted naan with butter. Yum. Vanessa, good morning. Lucomates. Lucomates. I don't know if I'm saying that right, Michael. I probably screwed that up terribly. Exactly. Small Zeppelis. Okay. That's what it looked like. But I think putting that honey and stuff over it, that's what reminds me of the strufala, because they make that, we call those the honey balls. So it reminds me of that. Rita, I came back from the trip knowing how very blessed we are here in the USA, as I saw the other side and was completely shocked and saddened. Lots of dogs and cats on the streets and just general third world living. Yeah, Rita, it is definitely sobering to see that. I remember the first time that we went to like an island when I had never traveled before, and especially Mexico. I mean, it is just so sad. The kids begging. I mean, it's very, 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 very sad. You know, so yes, I mean, unfortunately, sometimes we have to look at things through different eyes to realize how fortunate we are, right? Luca Maris is like the Zeppeli. Ah, there we go. Hold on. Hi, Giselle. Good morning. How are you? The COVID-20 real talk, baby. Oh my God, that's funny. I lost a good deal of weight, but I got to get back on track before I gain it all back. Right. So that's the whole, you know, thing about losing weight and keeping it off. Or, you know, like I said to the person that, you know, I had seen, you know, a couple of days ago or whatever, last week. And they were like, well, like, how did you not gain weight during COVID? And I said, because I just eat a certain way. Did I deviate a little bit? Yeah, because I always did low carbs. I haven't really done, you know, like my carbs aren't as high as most people, but I started, like I said, eating more carbs because, you know, baked potatoes, I never used to eat that. You know, I would eat pasta every now and again. I would eat rice every now and again, but like I make rice now, you know, I make potatoes, I make, what did I just say? Pasta, which I always do once in a while. You know, I was making the pizzas. You know, it's hard because, you know, carbs are a filler and they're really, you know, an easier thing to make, right? To throw a baked potato in the microwave and then in the air fryer or whatever, you know, 1, 2, 3, and you're done. But you have to be aware of the things you put in your mouth. And that goes across the board, you guys, right? Always be aware of what you're putting in your mouth, because, you know, there's an end result. If you eat unhealthy, you're going to feel unhealthy. If you live an unhealthy lifestyle, you're going to be unhealthy and feel unhealthy. So I pulled myself out of bed this morning to exercise. I have been pulling myself out of bed to function. And you wonder sometimes, like, why bother? But you have to, because you have those moments where you want to give up. And then you're going to have those moments that you just have to push yourself no matter what. Let me see here. Well, thank you guys for tuning in to Coffee Talk with Karen. We are live on MiamiMikeRadio.com. We are live on the Real Talk Coffee Talk group. Please make sure you have joined the group. You can invite your friends. Please make sure that you join or like the Karen Stacy page, and please subscribe to Real Talk Karen Stacy on YouTube and Twitch. Again, I ask you guys to please share out the video. I also ask you guys to please comment. This is an interactive show, and if you do not comment, then I'm just basically talking to myself. Good morning, Michelle C. How are you? Thank you for joining us. Sylvia, it's not healthy to be overweight. Time to exercise and get back in shape. Losing weight is not only about looks, it's about your health. Right. That was what I was just trying to say, right? That is the most important thing, is to be healthy, because, you know, things in life, you can't, you know, your health is, invaluable, right? And time. Because if you don't have your health, nothing is good. I don't care how much money you have. And if you don't utilize your time wisely, you never get it back. So, I think about those things. I think about the fact that I'm 51 years old. I built a life and I loved my life. And that life was ripped away from me. And I didn't ask to live this one. So it's still hard. And I say to myself, I'm 51 now. I'm trying to build a life. You don't want to be, time goes and how much, I'm not saying that life is over by any stretch of the imagination, but 51, I ain't no spring chicken no more. It's not like when you're 30 years old and you're reinventing yourself. That's different. You got time on your side. At 51, time is not on my side anymore. The freaking skin don't bounce the way it used to. When you go to get up after you've been sitting down, you don't get up the same way. In your head, you may feel and think you're a certain age, but your body is going to tell you differently. So, although I hope to live my life to the fullest, till a ripe old age, we want to be where we want to be, right? And so you work hard, and for somebody like myself, I worked really hard to have what I had, and not having it, that was a life I chose. That was a life I wanted. This is not the life I wanted. So each and every day, some of us have to get up every day and live a life we didn't choose to live until we're able to build a life we're happy to live, right? But time is never on your side unless you're young. And even when you're young, time isn't on your side because we do stupid shit when we're young and we waste time, right? As you get older, you feel like you're wasting time. So that's why, like, if you're not healthy, you're wasting time. Get healthy. If you don't know how to do it, watch YouTube videos. If you don't know how to do it, join a gym and get yourself a personal trainer. If you don't know how to do it, join some type of an eating program and get yourself, a coach. If you don't know how to do it, it's okay. But you have to realize you don't know how to do it, and you have to reach out to get the help. You know what I'm trying to say? Because again, without your health, and without your health, you have nothing, and you can never buy time back. So I just, it's so important as I'm seeing people, and people look so different now. We've been through a crazy storm, right? And we've weathered it, and here we are. Now get back to where you should be, because unfortunately this year and a half was the time to get yourself where you should have been. This was the downtime. But a lot of people were too far down to apply themselves that way. So now we're here. We don't get tomorrow back. We can only reach to, no, I'm sorry. Yeah, it's over. We don't get yesterday back. Excuse me. We can only reach to tomorrow. Let me see. You are what you eat. Michelle, thank you so much for tagging people into the video. I'm not really myself today, so I apologize. I think this is the first time that you've tuned in. So I really appreciate the support. Thank you so much for tagging people in. Really very, very kind of you. I am humbled. Thank you. Let me see. Hi, Lori. How are you? Is it bad to talk to yourself? Monica, I don't think so. I talk to myself a lot, not necessarily out loud, but when I'm doing things and I'm doing like something I think I want to give up, I talk to myself and I say, you got this, and sometimes if you do talk to yourself, see, here's the thing. We always have that inner dialogue, right? And what is that inner dialogue telling us? You can't do this. Okay, you're tired, let's give up. You're hungry, go ahead, eat the cake, right? This is what our inner dialogue is telling us, right? So I remember when I first started doing my hill training, right? And I would say to myself, I can't do this. I can't go up this hill one more time. And I would say to myself, you got this, mama. Keep going. You got this. You got this. And I would keep saying it in my head. You got this. You got this. And I would hear the Rocky song in my head and I would keep pushing myself. So you know what? You have to push yourself. And yes, talk to yourself. But the issue is, what are you saying to yourself? What is the inner dialogue that you have going on in your head? If it's, you know what? You don't have to go up again. You know what? Eat that piece of cake. Tomorrow you'll go back on your diet. No, that's not the things we want to say to ourselves. We want to say to ourselves, you got this. You can do this. You have to drown out the negative words that have been spoken to you. You have to drown out the negative dialogue you have with yourself. And you have to tell yourself that you can do it. You have to be your biggest cheerleader. Is it easy? No, not at all. Does it feel good when somebody is your cheerleader and somebody tells you that you're doing good and they're proud of you? Yeah. But 9 times out of 10, you ain't getting that. So nobody's going to validate you. You have to validate yourself. And there are some days that validating yourself just doesn't cut it. And then there are other days that you can get through it. So I say talk to yourself, but make sure you know what you're saying. Change the dialogue, because you hear everything you're saying to yourself. The universe hears what you're saying, and you're putting that vibe out there. So we don't want to put that vibe out there. We want to put a good vibe out there. We want to say, I can do this. So, when I first started doing that hill or whatever, it was challenging for me and I wanted to give up. And there were days that it was just so hot outside and I came up with every excuse. Okay, I'm not going to do the hill. It's too hot. I'm not going to run. My shins hurt. I'm not going to, and you give excuses all the time. Why? Because it's hard. That's why. If it was easy, everybody would look good. Or maybe if you have a lot of money and you can do plastic surgery. But if you're a regular schmo like me, and then that ain't happening. So, you got to change your dialogue. So, Monica, I'm all for talking to yourself. Just make sure the dialogue is what you should be listening to. Good morning, Maria. How are you? I'm in my early 50s. I feel you, Karen. Yes, but at the same token, Alyssa, you're living the life you wanted. You have your husband, you have your friends, you have your family. So, it's different. Maria, I feel the same, Karen, and I have 1 year on you. Vanessa, I lost weight last summer because I gave up cake and bread. I started eating it again, and on April 19th, let it go again, and I'm losing weight, and I'm walking more, and of course, my green shakes. I know those things look disgusting. Well, good for you, Vanessa. You know what your catalyst was, so you know what to do to get back to where you need. There's my girl. Hi, Eunice. I hope you are doing okay, honey. I know you've been going through a lot, so I hope you are doing okay. I've been thinking about you and sending you love. Ray Rivera, good morning. Walking the dog while listening to you. Thank you, Russell. Let me see. Gina said it's not bad to talk to yourself, but when you start to argue with yourself, that's a totally different story. Yeah, I know, that's true. Nothing wrong with talking to yourself. There you go, Eunice. Monica, type Alan Watts and talking to myself into the search bar on YouTube. Oh boy. Let me see if I missed any other comments. No, I don't think so. Hold on a second. I went a little backwards, so bear with me. Some days we are strong and some days not. That's true, Rosie. And you know what I call that? Being human. Ed, good morning. Michelle, I shared to some of my groups and to some of my friends in Messenger. Michelle, thank you so much. I really, truly am grateful. I appreciate it so much. Please make sure that you join our Real Talk Coffee Talk group. And please make sure that you like the Karen Stacy page and follow it so that you know. We are here weekdays, 11 a.m. for Coffee Talk with Karen, Monday through Friday. And Tuesdays are 2-4 Tuesdays. We have a Real Talk with Karen Stacy at 8 p.m. Every Tuesday night. Tonight we have Nick Christophers, who is an author, and he writes about a lot of mob stories. And one of his books is being turned into a movie. So he is my guest tonight. So I guess he wants to share with you guys about the movie. So pretty exciting, pretty cool. Diane, good morning. How are you? This is a really good topic. Oh, thank you, Vanessa. I'm so happy that you feel that way. Again, I just try my best to make you guys look at things from different angles. We're all going through something. And we all battle ourselves, I think, more than we battle life, right? We battle ourselves, and the dialogue that we have inside of our head is so important. And you know what? Sometimes it's really hard to change the dialogue. Sometimes we have to work on loving ourselves, right? I mean, there were many years of my life that I really did not like myself. I couldn't forgive myself for the things that I did. And I was doing those things because I wasn't happy. And anything you do when you're not happy is going to be, I was destructive. I was self-sabotaging. And I think a lot of us do that, right? Because we don't know better sometimes, because we're so far in that rabbit hole that we can't see out and we don't see the light. So I am here to, remind you that we have to, and you have to change the dialogue inside of your head. Listen, guys, if you gained weight during COVID and you're out of shape now, no better time than the present. Get a grip. Check yourself. Whatever it is, like I said, join, I don't know, whatever works for you. Weight Watchers, get a coach, get something. You have to learn how to not go back. So see, like Vanessa, you got rid of the bread, you got rid of the cake, and you lost weight. And now and then over COVID, you threw that out the window. Right? You can't throw those things out the window. They have to be how you live your life. Are you allowed to have those days where you pig out? Absolutely. We're human, but you can't do it all the time. So if you love cake or you love bread, allow yourself to maybe do that on a Saturday and a Sunday or whatever. Pick a day, pick whatever. You know what I'm saying? And then allow yourself to do that, because you know what? Life is short. Eat the freaking bread. Don't eat a loaf of it, but eat the bread. My dad brought over on Sunday. My dad got, I'm learning how to cook all these different things now, right? My dad brought over mussels, these jumbo shrimps, and what kind of a steak was it? Shell steak? I don't know, but it was fatty. And, I made the sauce for the mussels, and there's nothing better when you eat mussels or clams or anything like that, dunk in the bread, right? That's like half the freaking fun of it, right? So I'm conscious of it. And also, since I don't eat bread on a normal basis, when I eat bread, it fills me up and I feel like, oh. So too bad I'm eating that bread. So I did that on Sunday. That's it. I didn't get up on Monday and start eating bread. So you have to allow yourself those days where you want to eat like that, you know, and enjoy it, because we only got one life in this body as we know it. So you know what? Eat a piece of cake. If you're going to have a piece of cake, don't have a piece of cake this big, you know, have a piece of cake this big, have a sliver of it. Self-control. If you don't have self-control, there are a lot of people I know that have no self-control. They would rather not eat any of the cake. Like the person I was talking to that said that they gained, you know, that had gained the weight and was talking to me. They said, I have no self-control. If I have chocolate in my house, I'm eating it. Okay. You know, the whole, but you're never going to gain power over that if that's what's going to happen, because the minute you're around chocolate, you're going to eat it. You have to learn how to keep that chocolate in the house and only eat a piece of it. That's how you change your life. You don't change your life by avoiding it. Yes, initially you do need to do that, right? If you're an alcoholic, don't go to a bar. If you're 20 years in remission and you don't think about drinking anymore and you can set foot in a bar, different. But if you are that person that fights every single day not to have a drink and you still think about it 20 years later, stay out of a bar. Don't do it. So you have to know yourself. I always say check yourself before you wreck yourself, right? So you gotta know yourself. And if those things do not work, then learn how to change that behavior. Because if not, you will always be you know, a victim to chocolate. You will always be a victim to cake. You will always be a victim to bread. You will always be a victim to alcohol, right? The only way to change that is to take back your power. Do not allow that to have power. You have to have the power. It's all in your mind, and you can do it. It ain't easy, but you can do it. Michelle, make sure we are friends again when you can. Tag me or send me invite when she comes on again, because our time is different. Okay, Michelle, thank you. I'm not sure if you were talking to me or Carmela, but again, many thanks. But started introducing coffee again. I was very grouchy without it. I hear you, Vanessa. I mean, green shit doesn't replace coffee. It should, but I'm not one of those people. I need coffee. I need to gain weight. So anybody don't, what gave, yeah, okay, thanks. We don't care about that. Y'all are an hour ahead of me. Okay, gotcha, Michelle. No problem. Okay, so I'm going to say, you know, thank you to everybody that shared out the video for me. Thank you to those of you that participated in the conversation. I want to remind everybody two things. One, tonight is Real Talk with Karen Stacy, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Two, don't forget about June 5th. You need to get your tickets. They are on sale now. I have to get the tables together. I have to give the restaurant numbers, and my numbers are crazy right now because a lot of you are waiting to purchase tickets. I know some of you are waiting on people. I get it, but we need to start implementing that really, really soon, because I have to give him account for the food, et cetera, et cetera. For anybody that does not know what I am talking about, we are having a dinner and dancing evening. It is at Sir John's in North White Plains, New York. It is at 7 p.m. It is 7 p.m. to 1 a.m. We will be doing dinner. We will be doing dancing. We are having a DJ. I am hosting the event, doing a meet and greet. We are doing giveaways. We are going to have a raffle and some surprises. You never know what they may be. So you need to go. It's posted on all of my pages, and you need to purchase your tickets on Venmo. It's at Karen Stacy, or you need to purchase your tickets on Cash App, and it's the $ Real Talk Karen Stacy, and the tickets are $50. And again, I am offering the first 2 tables that book. So if you get a table of 6 people, including yourself, I will comp you your ticket. I have 2 tickets that I'm doing that with. So the first 2 people to book a table of 6 gets their ticket comped. So I'm going to show you guys real quick. Watch, you ready? Here we go.
Do you know who I am? I'm Karen Stacy. I have my own talk show. And guess what? We're doing another event. So if you missed the last one, you better get to this one. June 5th, 7 p.m., Sir John's in North White Plains, where the old school people know how to party. $50 for dinner, DJ, giveaways, raffles. Great fun, great music. Bring your dancing shoes and let's do this, baby. Get your tickets now.
Get your tickets now. All right. I love you guys. I will see you tonight at 8 p.m. for Real Talk with Karen Stacy, live on MiamiMikeRadio.com and on all social media platforms. I love you. Have a great day.